Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Hazards and Hijinks, the interactive fantasy tabletop role-playing improv comedy show. My name is Hero, and I am your dungeon master tonight. Wowie wow, do we have a great show in store for you. And we know you could be anywhere in the world on a Monday night, and we are so very happy you decided to be here with us live on Twitch. Well, we got through Captain Good and Plenty talking about how donations work. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of tonight's show. Tonight's show, we went to our social medias as we always do, and we asked what kind of monster you'd like us to fight. Specifically, we said, what's the most dateable type of monster? And by an overwhelming majority, there was only one vote against this monster. Everyone else voted for this. Our players will be encountering Celestials, so that's angels, divas, Acer, Pegasi, Coatls, anything with feathery wings and a self-righteous attitude. That's what our characters will be encountering today. Next, we said, being in theme, we were like, well, if we're looking for the most dateable monster, what's the best quest to go on for a date? And you sick little puppies picked the assassination quest. That's what you wanted to see tonight. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to have Celestials and an assassination quest. Should our heroes accomplish any of these, they will earn themselves 1 level achievement. Should they accomplish both of them, they'll get 3 level achievements, getting them that much closer to the next level, making them a little bit stronger and more likely to survive the hazards and hijinks created in this world, and those thrown by you, our lovely, lovely audience. All right, now that I've explained how tonight's show's gonna work, let's get down to my favorite part, the part where I introduce our players for this evening, starting off with one of the sharpest dressers in the cast. Put your hands together for Gerardo Paz as Sid Ripley, the human rogue.
You know, I only got this thing half off over at the local swap meet.
Really? That's impressive. Where's the other half?
Well, no, actually, when I say half off, as in I was only halfway out the door before the bouncer found me stealing and then he dragged me back in.
Well, thank you for clarifying, Sid. Up next, we have the sweetest member of the cast. Put your hands together for Holly Scott as Jayne Goodfields, the human warlock.
I'm sweet like a candy. I'm missing you like candy. I'm missing you like candy. I think that's a song from somewhere that I heard once. Can't remember. I want some more of it. Some Mandy more of it.
Well done. Bravo. I feel saved by that joke.
Good God.
It's thematic with tonight's show, Jayne. And finally, we have everyone's favorite newest member of the cast. Put your hands together for the newest member of the cast, Quin as Rathian, Slyvaticus, the elf bard.
Hi, everyone. So lovely to see you again. I've been here a lot lately, actually, for being so new. Gotta catch up for lost time. So lovely to see you all here again this week. Feeling very excited.
Well, when we have a star of your caliber, we try to book them in as many adventures as possible. And your schedule was very limited, so that's why you have that chunk.
Seriously, yeah, just so busy all the time. So, yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you here. You make Improvia a better community. All right, now that we have our players together, I guess we should get this adventure started, and let's do, as we always do, with a hearty huzzah, and feel free to join in at home. 3, 2, 1, huzzah! Marvelous. Let's get this adventure started. All right. So Sid had just pilfered his most recent vest from the flea market, a known market owned by an insect folk by the name of Flea. He was also in a band that was pretty good, but that's another story for another day. He made his way quickly back to the Broken Tankard Tavern before the local guards had even been alerted to the fact that the great clothing thief had struck again. Sid, feeling confident and satisfied in his latest little scheme, tucked the vest away in his room and made his way back down for a celebratory drink at the Broken Tankard Tavern. He saw, looking around, that there were no cool adventurers that typically gave him a lot of grief for his extracurricular activities. There was just Jayne sitting in the corner, reading her book, terrifying everybody, and the newest member of the Cool Adventurers, Rathian, the elf bard who had recently joined the Cool Adventurers after realizing that their record label was actually a demonic cult trying to turn everybody into ooze. Sid, it's entirely up to you if you would like to talk to either of these colleagues of yours, or you can just kind of walk around the bar and see if there's any rubes that you can potentially run a scam on.
This Rathian fellas, I haven't really been privy to their reasons for being here. I gotta make sure that they're trustworthy enough to, watch my back. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a few dimes and talk to them.
All right, sounds good. You grab a drink and make your way over to Rathian.
So, you're the newest Cool Adventurer?
I am. Yeah. Hear a lot more, especially after that whole record deal fiasco.
I just want to make sure you know that the Cool Adventurers do dangerous stuff, right?
I know they do dangerous stuff. I've done a lot of it already, actually. Seems like every time we just keep going into more and more dangerous stuff. Yeah, I'm aware. Part of the job.
Wait. So you've actually did the dangerous stuff. You know about the dangerous stuff, and you didn't run away. You're still here?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Your head's not on too tight, is it?
My head's not on too. Do you speak in riddles or something? No, I mean, if you're saying if I'm crazy, I'm not crazy. Okay, it's actually a part of my whole branding thing, career thing that I'm doing. Okay, it's all part of the plan.
Don't mind him, sweetheart. He can't help himself. That's just how us rogues talk. It's called jibber jabber. Hey there, Sid.
Oh,
you turn and you see a well-dressed human with an even more ostentatious vest. He sits sipping a martini from a straw.
Takes a very brave fella to wear a very ostentatious outfit while specializing in a class known for its secrecy and subterfuge.
I could argue the same thing about you.
Well,
but of course I know you're a fine, upstanding businessman.
Very fine, upstanding businessman. Hey, were you at the local flea market by any chance?
I was indeed. I was there to procure a particular item, and I couldn't help but to notice you had the greatest fashion sense, as well as fingers slicker than anyone in town.
The praise is nonstop. Gotta say, Flea, not the best at security. Really good bass player, though.
Really good bass player. You'd think with someone who had segmented insect eyes, he'd be able to see everything, but he can't see nothing. But I can. I can see talent when I know it. And that's why I decided to follow you over here, buy you a drink. He snaps his fingers, and Jeremy drops a very, very nice vintage of elven wine in front of the two of you. I make a little proposition, as it were. Hey, my name is Kip. Kip Crawl, local traveling businessman. No need to look into any more details than that. Anywho, I was trying to put together a little, let's say, group of like-minded individuals, scoundrels, if you will. to perform a particular job of which I have been outsourced to facilitate for, let's just say, someone with a lot of money. Does it sound something like you might be interested in?
Oh yeah. I just want to can I Kip, can I have a quick sidebar with my lawyer?
Oh, absolutely. I will go over to the tavern master and see how tight his security is around his register.
Rathian.
It's Rathian actually, like Ray is such.
Okay, cool. Ray of Sunshine. How good are you at rating people?
You said reading people?
Yeah, you know, telling if somebody is like a trustworthy scumbag or just a run-of-the-mill scumbag.
Did someone say reading?
Jayne! Oh!
I heard reading and I came over. I'm sorry. I just thought more people were reading because I
Really
need to read more.
How'd you get here so fast?
Oh, I walked with my feet.
Wow, you got a wide stride, girl.
Mm-hmm. That's what people tell me. And I have big feet, so like, traction.
Yeah, the better to walk with, my dear.
Yeah, that's it. What are we reading? Can I read like bedtime stories or like maybe War and Peace novels about wars and also not wars?
Business contracts from not upstanding people?
Yeah, I can read those.
You good with legalese?
I'm good with lots of ease.
Why am I here?
Because you've been drinking and sleeping.
That was a rhetorical question. Cap!
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't trying to get in the register. I'm in the register business. I represent the security guild. I'm just what's your security situation like? Don't make a big deal out of it. We're fine. Those guys are my friends. If you got problems with me, take it up with them. All right. Hey, so have you considered my proposition?
Hey, you're a friend? I like friends.
I am indeed, little girl. I am everyone's friend. Kip Crawl, traveling local, what did I say? Security guild representative and businessman. Definitely don't want to look more into it. Definitely, that's what I do.
Okay, I'm Jayne. That's Rathian. I met them like a week ago, but they're super cool and my friend now too. And then Sid, because you both dress the same.
We do. We do. That's how I can tell.
No. We do not dress the same. Kip is wearing authentic elvish cashmere, and this, my friend, is a oakish made silk formal wear. Two completely different things.
Absolutely different. Only a complete simpleton would mistake the two. And I'm not calling you a simpleton. I'm just saying,
don't call her a simpleton, okay?
Now you've been informed, which means you're intelligent, and I like intelligent people. Here, have a lollipop. He hands you a lollipop.
All right,
don't ask where I got it. I definitely don't steal candy from kids. All right. So as I was saying, I have a proposition, and I'm looking for 3 members to round out my party. Here's the contract here. He slides the document over to you. Simple, peruse it if you want. It's all written in jibber jabber. But, if you give it a look-see, you can decide for yourself if you want to join the quest, or I can just tell you the payday is going to be big. We're talking 100 sapphires big, my friend, each. 100 sapphires each.
I bit the top of the lollipop off. I'm not supposed to lick it, but I just bit it.
Holly, we could get like 50 lollipops for 100 sapphires.
And those would be really
nice. You hear that, Holly? We could do that. Holly's in the corner. She's interested in your proposition.
I'm opening a candy store someday.
She's really sweet.
I am really sweet. They call me Holly Sugar Pot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's wonderful. Hot lips. Anywho, let's just cut to the chase. Sign the contract. We'll go on this adventure. Sounds like fun, yeah?
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, let me just finish this off.
You do.
Okay.
Excuse me. Voice of the sky.
Yes.
Can I make a roll to see how loud my yell is real quick? Actually,
yes.
No. I'm going to yell in my hat, and we're going to make sure. I want to see how much of it escapes in it. Okay?
Yeah. I'm going to say this is a charisma check. We'll set the check at 14. 15. Kip can't tell if you're frustrated, concerned, scared, or excited, which means he does not gain an advantage over you. He's not being able to read you very clearly. You manage to keep your emotions tight.
Just give me a moment. This son of a better. They don't have the best things by the name of the Oh man. Oh, just had to air out the inside of the head. Huh?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. There's two things a rogue can trust in this world: the fact that they're a snappy dresser, and the fact that anything put in the hat remains secret forever.
Yes. Holly already signed the contract, so I guess.
No, I did not want the candy lady to sign the contract. The little girl
Why did I
Jayne
say Holly
and Rathian signed it. It's okay. You're clearly overwhelmed. I get it. You've had a little too much of that elven wine that I bought. I understand.
That was good stuff. Thank you.
To be fair, Holly is very pretty. Probably the prettiest person in this room, and like I would want her to sign contracts.
Yeah, I always ask them whenever I want to have a holly jolly Christmas.
That's a funny joke you got right there.
Yeah, so Jayne already signed it, huh? Or
as did your friend Rathian.
You do?
Yeah, I did it while you were like doing your yelling thing.
I like writing my name on stuff.
We really got to talk.
One time I did it on a wall.
Oh my god.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Writing is fun.
Okay, I'm going to real quick make a insight check to see if there's any fine print on this thing.
All right, we'll roll an insight check. It'll be open-ended. The better you do, the more you'll uncover. And insight is one of your skills. So I will give you a 1d6 bonus to this.
Yeah, because I know Kip. And if I know
16. Wow. Yeah, there's a ton of fine print all over this thing. There's addendums and amendments and escape clauses and termination clauses and bad faith clauses and claw clauses. Essentially, the contract says that once you sign, you have exactly 12 hours to complete the task in its totality as written therein. Failure to do so means that you do not receive any payment, but in fact have to pay the leader of the team an amount equivalent to the initial reward plus interest for every hour spent not accomplishing said task, and the rogue contractor attached to the project will be fiscally responsible for all payment for all other contractors, friends, colleagues, family members, associates, or strangers. The security guild is not responsible for any injury, harm, death, madness, unmadness, or other conditions that can fall while taking this quest. And it also is a limited liability form, so it relieves both the person who made the contract as well as the signant from receiving any liability. Seems pretty standard as far as jibber jabber goes.
Yeah, really, really good jibber jabber.
Okay, that is
point of
so.
clarification. Anything in there? If said person who brought us the contract, Kip, what to take? I don't know, a punch in the face.
Yeah, that there is. This contract has an infernal protector clause. So anyone who attacks the signatory will immediately summon a devil who will come and beat the ever-living shit out of the assaulting party.
Good to know. Who wants to go ahead and fulfill a contract? You two.
Wait, how long do we have to do it?
12 hours.
Cool. That means Holly and I still have time to go get some molasses. Okay, let's go, Holly.
All right, let's go. Holly and Jayne leave out the door. All right. So I love this slow burn style to start an adventure off. Gets me really going. So let's talk the details. He pulls out a picture and slides across the table. You might know this individual. They snugged Tryptophan, local priest. Well, as it turns out, their temple had been destroyed because of some craziness involving a cat monster and the end of the world and some eldritch horrors. That's not my place to say. Anywho, ever since the temple to the celestial kitten has been in reconstruction, a lot of other operations have been setting up shop. The Good Boy, the Rat King, heck, they're even open a mathematics somewhere down in the Deadly Traps district. Anywho, my patron has paid me an awful lot of money to eliminate the competition in the most direct way possible. By that, I mean we're going to assassinate the leader of the cult of the catfish.
The what?
Okay, so there's a cult, and this cult is somewhere in town, and their leader needs to be got. And as rogues are the sneakiest, most daring, bold, and successful types of assassins in the world, it was given to me so that I could hire someone else to do it so that I don't have any blowback on my end.
Huh.
You do
Okay.
realize you hired Sid Ripley, professional coward, never thrown a punch in his life. Would rather stick his head in the
Wait.
sand than pick up a sword.
Bingo! Who in their right mind is going to think that Sid Ripley, professional coward, is coming to kill him? Yes, sweetheart, what can I do for you?
Your logic is sound.
I'm back, by the way. Molasses is really easy to get, so
Yeah, I did notice there's a molasses store right next door, but that's fine.
yeah.
Was it a
Sid's really
trip?
great at punching things. He punches time clocks.
Well, there you go.
He
Well, if we're
punches-
on the clock, I expect at least compensation for our business expenses. So where's our carriage?
Well, if you looked in the fine print, you'll realize that all resources must be negotiated before the contract is signed. I can tell you that the best place to start is going to be the Oakvale Fields, where all them farmers do honest days works. I hear the cult has infiltrated that whole area, especially the fields over by the River Kraken. So get cracking.
Is there
I'm gonna stay here,
candy
drink on your dime. So yeah, let me get a nice dragon whiskey on Sid Ripley.
Yeah. Run up that tab. You do that. I'm ready to go. You two, Ray, Jayne, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so ready. I'm like so bored with this guy. Oh my god.
Holly, are you
By
ready?
the way, like I'm rich, so like it's fine. You know, like yeah, I'm chilling. We're cool.
Holly's gonna stay behind and make molasses cookies if that's okay. She doesn't want to go.
That is quite all right. Bye. I'll have them ready for when you're done.
Okay, good. What a sweetheart.
Indeed. All right. And so the Cool Adventurers set out, making their way to the Oakvale Fields. After asking around a little bit, they found a small community of algae farmers who have set up along the banks of the River Kraken, deep in the heart of Hijinks Heights, the Hijinks suburb of the Oakvale Fields. Now, for those of you who don't know, Hijinks are little frog monsters. They hop around. They're kind of sweaty and sticky, but generally good people. They keep to themselves, and they are deathly afraid of Cool Adventurers, as every time someone of the Hijinks interact with the Cool Adventurers, it is a massacre on the Hijinks side, despite the fact that they themselves don't do anything. The last time they encountered them, Jayne just killed like 9 of them because she was having a bad day. Before that, the Cool Adventurers got lost on the way to the grocery store and ended up killing an entire community of them. So essentially, the Cool Adventurers are to the Hijinks what wasps are to bee communities. Just an inevitable nightmare that they hope never befalls their community once again. So as you enter Hijinks Heights, you can see the Hijinks immediately go, and they begin hopping away from you and shutting the doors of their stone houses as you make your way slowly closer to a dock where several Hijinks are pulling algae out of the river. What do you do?
Realize the Hijinks don't like us Cool Adventurers, right?
That's true.
But they haven't seen Ray before because they're new.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
That is also true.
I'm also very charming, so like I doubt that this whole vibe they got going on will like last, once I've talked to them and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I just want to like go right up to them, like I'm just me to be clear, because clearly we got some bad vibes going on. I'm gonna go up to them while they're doing the little algae thing, and I'm gonna be like, "Hi." So yeah, I'm gonna roll a little performance check thing.
All right. Let's roll a little performance check. What do you want to accomplish with this performance exactly?
I want to just like charm the heck out of them. Yes, but also like more than that, just like make them feel like at ease, and like we're friends.
Sounds good. All right. Then I'm going to set this check at 16 because they can see that you are hanging out with Jayne, who is the most recent cool adventurer to be demonized by this community. So let's set the check at 16 and roll for it.
I'm gonna assist.
Oh, all right. Let's roll the assist. We need
I'm going to subtly push Jayne behind a giant tree. Just...
What?
There she goes.
The assist was an 18, so yeah, we add a 1d6 to the performance roll. All right, so we got a 15, and let's add a 1d6 to that. Hey, we did it. Yes. All right, Rathian, give us that performance. Perform to sway the Hijinks.
Hijinks. Hi. I'm Rathian, and yes, like the very famous bard that's been touring around.
We like that song. God. Think more of the song. Hijinks.
Yeah. Hijinks. Yeah.
We like that. That's a good song.
Yeah. I would be happy to sign anything you want, just like whatever you need,
okay, sign this fish.
Oh,
hands you a fish.
Okay, for sure. And I take something out of my little tool belt thingy, poison kit, and just kind of use something that glows and sign it and hand it back to them. And that's what really makes them go wild. That was
oh my gosh, look at this, they signed my fish. It says, hey, this seems fishy.
Yeah.
So what can we do for you, stranger? Welcome to Hijinks.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so essentially, I'm just like coming through town, and I'm on a little quest. You know how it is. I'm on my little like cool adventure thing,
Yes.
And yeah, so I was just wondering if you could maybe point me in the direction of a little something, along with the help of my friends. You may know them, and you might not be a fan, but if they're friends of mine, right?
Any friend of yours is probably someone that we would enjoy their company.
Exactly. All right. So I motion for my friends to come out from behind the tree thing they're doing and come over.
When the Hijinks sees Jayne walking over, his eyes widen and his legs begin to shake.
Okay.
Hi, Froggy. I'm okay now.
What do y'all want? We don't want any trouble. Please don't turn us into anything unnatural.
Do you want some more? I have some.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
More for me.
We need information.
Okay, what do you need information about? Did you try the information booth? He points to the center of town, and sure enough, in the center of Hijinks Heights, there's a small booth that says information. Hi, I provide information.
Can you come over here? Because...
Oh, no, I gotta stay at the booth.
Oh, well, here's the problem. I know you Hijinks don't like us, and I feel like the last thing you want is a cool adventurer to walk into the heart of your city.
I'm gonna use it.
That's a fair point. Hey, you tell them everything they need to know. Come on. All right. I guess I'll serve as a temporary information booth. What do you want to know?
We're looking for information to kill a certain priest. Actually, with
Snugdog. Well, he's back in Oakvale. Yeah, just go up and slip something in his catnip.
We can kill Snugdar? I don't want to kill Snugdar. I like Snugdar. He's my friend.
Oh, well, he said priest. That's the only priest that we know around here.
Oh,
That's awkward.
oh.
I'm bad with names. Voice in the sky. I'm referring to the contract. What's the name of my target?
Oh, the cult leader.
Yes. Name?
The cult leader doesn't have a name.
Cult leader of what?
They're just known as the bottom feeder.
Thank you. I'm looking for the bottom feeder.
Bottom.
Feeder.
I don't know anything about a bottom feeder, but if I did, I'd say maybe the creepy caves down a little by the river might be a good place where you could find somebody who may or may not operate under that.
Telling the truth here, Mr. Hijinks information person stand-in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll an intimidation check real quick.
All right, let's roll an intimidation
Can I
check.
make the threat first, or should I wait for the roll?
Make the threat. Let's do the roll first. 13. Yeah, go ahead and make the threat.
Hijinks, sir. You're gonna tell us what you know, everything you know, and as truthfully as possible, or else I'm gonna tell Jayne that there's a half-price book sale in the middle of your town.
Okay. Everything I know. We actually.
Jayne, buy one get one free.
Charge too much for it. Ever since Cool Adventurers started killing us Hijinks, we started worshiping this guy. He told us everything was gonna be okay because he worshipped the big frog in the sky, and I don't do it. I'm a hardworking algae farmer, overcharging my colleagues for their algae. I ain't got time to be part of some weird religion out in a cave, please. But if they find out that I sent you, they're gonna throw me in the river where the river kraken and the octolungs are gonna eat me alive.
Oh, that would be really bad.
Yeah, that would be
It would.
So as long as you don't tell us who you are, you're safe, right?
Oh, yeah, as long as I don't say that my name is Hijinks.
But
Fiddle slips. Oh, come on. You scared me too much.
why do people keep doing things that? Well, Hedge of Frank.
Oh,
name.
there you go.
Johnny. Wait, his name's Johnny.
Stop saying that.
I know
well,
we're
that's
trying
kinda-
to do a different thing, I think.
Oh, is it
hopping
gameplay?
by and going,
Yeah,
why is
Jayne.
Johnny talking to the Cool Adventurers?
No, Jayne, we're playing pretend. It's
I
Hedge
know,
of Frank.
weird.
Hedge of Frank.
Okay.
So this information is reliable, right?
I swear on the spawning pool that I emerged from as a tadpole.
Well, time's ticking. I'm ready to go. Anything else you want to take care of here, people?
You don't want those half-price books.
Actually, the sale moved over to this cave, Jayne.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a new craze, books in caves.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Didn't you read a book about spelunking recently?
Speaking of spelunking, which is to fall into a cave on purpose, the audience has thrown something crazy your way too. That's right. Someone has donated for a curse. So we're going to roll a 1d6 to figure out who's going to get cursed right now. Let's roll that 1d6. 2, then that is going to be Rathian. All right, let's roll a 1d8.
Oh.
6. All right, Rathian. You have been cursed with the Mockingbird curse, which means you have been transformed into another cool adventurer. You have to do your best impersonation of this other cool adventurer until the curse is broken. A stray magic beam flies through the air, striking you, and before you realize it, your lithe and tall elven form is transformed into a shifty, bald, neurotic man in a bowler hat with a snazzy vest, as you have been transformed into Sid Ripley. You still have all of your abilities, but you have been transformed into Sid Ripley. They already turned people into natural stuff. Hedge Johnny jumps into the river kraken.
Oh no! Oh, why am I talking like this? Oh no! Oh, my hair! My hair is gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh my god! Oh my god! This accent is so cringe. Oh, this is the worst audience. God.
I've heard some mean things said about me and all my years of adventuring, but that's got to be in the top 3. How?
I'm sorry. It's
Then
just.
don't say it!
I think you look good.
Oh, so many hurt feelings. I just want to be back in my own beautiful form.
I just want you to know, Ray, those feelings of self-loathing, that inadequate feeling you have right now. It's there.
It's okay. Yeah, I feel it in this form for sure. Yeah, especially with this voice. Oh my god.
How do you feel about exploring caves now?
Oh my god. Oh god. I'm sorry. I just wanted to fit in because
It's not a fun thing to have this accent all of a sudden. Okay, it's hard to keep up with.
Did you literally rip off a bunch of tree bark to make yourself a fancy hat?
I did. Here you go.
Wow. That's so cool. and
Resourceful.
I'm very crafty.
Resourceful.
Let's go to the
We're all
cave.
just
Spelunking.
Trio.
Yes.
Sid, why don't we roll a d4 and you tell me odd or even?
Which Sid?
Owen, this is very weird. So odd.
Okay.
Oh no. I don't like this. This is my Sid Ripley sense ticking off.
4. Oh, we got an even. As you begin to step onto the rocky shore of the river Kraken, from the sky a portal opens up, and Pegasus, majestic and beautiful, so white that it's almost silver, with beautiful feathered wings and a long flowing golden mane, descends down from the sky. As it does, it goes and then shoots laser beams at all 3 of you for let's roll an attack.
Ah.
Welcome to the Cool Adventurers, Ray.
Oh, that's a 4. That's going to hit everyone. So Jayne, that matched your AC, so you can take 1 point of damage, or you can burn some EP to turn it into something else.
Turn the damage into someone else, or turn the Pegasus into something else?
Turn the damage into something else.
Good, because that Pegasus is beautiful. I'll take the damage.
All right, you take 1 point of damage as a tiny little rock just whacks your head from the laser beam.
Owie.
Oh.
That would make it all right. Sid, it beat you. Well, actually, it beat you and Rathian by 2. So that can mean something kind of bad. That means, let me see, that's something kind of bad or a fair bit of damage. Which would you prefer?
You know what? My day's going to hell in a handbasket. Go ahead, blast me already. Damage, please.
Okay.
I'll take the damage too. It seems to fit with the situation.
All right, both of you take 3 points of damage, taking direct hits of radiant energy flowing out of the Pegasus' burning radiant eyes.
Question for you. Were those attacks against us, or was that just a random act of horse lasers?
You'll have to perform an perform a wisdom check on your turn to determine if that's the case.
Oh, okay.
Yep. At least this
Alright.
confirmed one theory. This
What?
is not a bad dream.
The night just keeps getting better, Sid. You're up first. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, little does this Pegasus know that the vest I swiped earlier from the flea market is actually made from Pegasus feathers. And I'm gonna
Ooh.
throw it down the cave as a distraction.
Okay. Then I'm going to say that is a deception check on your part as you are trying to distract it. Or are you trying to make it think you're running down the cave?
Oh no. I'm trying to distract it and getting it really angry at the same time.
Okay, yes, then we're gonna say that's a deception check. Let's roll. We'll set the check at 16. 1d4 plus 1d4 plus 1d6 or 1d20 plus 1d6. My bad. My brain goes today. Ooh, yes. 22. It sees the vest and it catches a glimmer of the inner lining, which was stuffed with Pegasus feathers, and it becomes enraged at this. So it begins to charge directly into the cave after the vest. That would make it the Pegasi's turn again. We're gonna roll a special attack. So let's roll a D8. 4. All right. So again, Jayne, this just barely hit you. But because it's so you can take 1 point of damage, or you can change the attack.
How do I change the attack?
You can burn 2 EP, and it will either heal you or do damage to the Pegasus itself.
Oh, I don't want to do damage to the Pegasus.
Okay, then.
I'm gonna take a hit.
All right, you take 1 more point of damage as another rock just whacks you in the head. Owie!
Ray, I think I realized what's going to be holding us back in this encounter.
The two of you, you failed it, so you are blasted. It drops down and it does like a neighing, like, and just a radiant energy emits out from it, causing both of you to go blind. Both of you are at this point debilitated. So you're both debilitated, which means you're physically weakened. You can't use any skills. If you want to, if someone attacks you, they do more damage. If you attack somebody, you do less damage, as you are blinded by the light, and this is going to last for 1 round. So until the start of the Pegasus's next round. That would make it Rathian's turn. Rathian, what do you want to do?
Why is this quest being so mean to me, and I still have the disguise on, and now I'm blind? At least I can't see myself like this. Okay.
Ow!
Just, anyway, okay. It's so annoying. Just hearing myself talk is just so annoying. Anyway,
Ray, if I may, you know,
Yeah.
I've been practicing a lot of voice changes and deceptions. I don't always have to talk like this. Just letting you know. If you're
I've
stuck as
committed
me-
to it. I've committed to it by now. It's fine. Anyway, I am going to roll a thing for I'm gonna do some kind of, like, I don't know, like a health thing with my potions. Okay, I would like to cure the blindness first. I feel like that makes things
Yes. Yeah,
more
let's see if we
difficult.
can cure the blindness then. So what we're going to need to do for that is you're going to have to roll a strength check to overcome it. And we'll set the DC at 12. So we're just going to roll a D20. And you get 12 or better, you overcome the blindness. Ooh, 7. You can burn some EP to bump it up to a success.
I'll burn the EP.
All right, it's going to cost you 4 EP as you pop a bottle of eye drops and just pour it all over your eyes.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes us easier. I'm gonna kill that fucking Pegasus.
Well, that would make it the Pegasus's turn. The Pegasus is going to it grabs the vest and begins shaking it with its mouth, realizing it rips it open, the feathers kind of all fall out. It turns back to you, and then with its wings, it kind of blocks itself with its wings, taking a defense, meaning that it is impervious to attacks until its next turn. That would make it Jayne's turn. Jayne, what do you want to do?
I want to roll a wisdom check.
All right, yeah, let's roll that wisdom check.
I would like to use EP to add a bonus dice.
Sounds good. That'll be 2 EP to add a 1d6 bonus to it.
Okay.
10. Yes. The Pegasus is clearly upset. It is not friendly. It is attacking Sid and Rathian, and you can tell it's very upset. Why it's upset, you don't know. You just know that it's currently very upset.
Okay, I would like to use. Can I, since it's not really attacking us, except it's just upset and we're just in the way, can I use my class feature or my cool ability?
You can use your cool ability. I'll allow it. However, you'll have to burn EP because you already did the check, so that was your turn. So you'll have to burn EP in order to do an additional action.
Cool.
Okay, that's going to be 5 EP.
Okay.
All right. So you burn 5 EP. Let's roll the D20 and see what happens on the cool ability. Let's be friends. Ooh, 15. That is a very good. That is a very good roll. You have effectively swayed it from hostile all the way to friendly. So it lowers its wings and it trots up to you. And in your mind, as it goes, it says, "Hello, Jayne. I am Gumdrop, the Pegasi, sent here to exact divine retribution against those who have defiled our holy order. I apologize for attacking, but I mistook your shifty-looking friends for cultists. I apologize for this."
Oh, I accept your apology. Also, they aren't really like Sid. That they're just kind of cursed to look like Sid, so they're not like usually like that. They look really more like tall and elegant, elf-like. It's just
yeah, I'm much more angelic looking usually. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Found on the inside, and I can only see the auras of someone's souls.
I have an important question.
Souls are black, unlike Jayne's, which is multicolored, like a jewel in the light.
I have an important question.
I have an important answer.
Can I pet you?
You may. And the Pegasus lowers its head. As you pet the Pegasus, it giggles, and out from its mane drops a magic potion donated to you by the audience. That's right, you have a magic potion which can restore all of your EP that you have spent or any damage you have taken thus far. Be sure to use it before the end of the show, as it will not carry on to the next episode. Thank you, audience members, for all of these fun suggestions.
I'll use it now.
Fun.
All right, would you like to EP or HP?
EP.
EP, all right, yes. You had spent 9 EP, so you have been restored all of those EP as you are back to full energy points.
It's orange flavored. You guys, it's orange flavored.
Something tells me Jayne doesn't have a lot of skill points in impulse control.
I mean, you could argue that about any member of the Cool Adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, your impulse is to hide and cower, and you pretty much always give into that.
Yes.
And my impulse
self-preservation.
is that always.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Rathian. Gumdrop then picks Jayne up with their wing and tosses Jayne onto its back. Come, allies, join with Jayne and I as we scourge this diabolical force inside this area, purging it of its wickedness for the good of the universe.
Yeah, Gumdrop is my friend, and anyone who isn't my friend is my enemy. So I'm taking them down. Let's go.
That level of
What?
absolutism and zealotry is adorable, my sweet little girl.
Oh, thank you, Gumdrop. You're the bestest.
I try.
Do you want to wear the bark hat that I made so you can look like Sid too?
I would love that.
Bark hat.
You place the bark hat upon their head. So you now have this Pegasi ally for the time being. Sid, what would you like to do? Your vest has been torn to shreds. So you are currently vestless.
No. That was in my vest pocket.
Oh, well done, my friend. All right, well, the four of you stand on the precipice of these caverns. The natural shape of them seems to be like a gaping maw of some massive antediluvian sea monster with teeth, rocks crowing up like teeth, thick vines. There's a heavy smell of salt coming from the river Kraken itself, as well as mildew and algae and dead fish. You can feel the evil exuding out of this cave. What do you do?
We go in. I go in.
All right. Jayne just begins trotting in atop Gumdrop. We fear nothing, for we fight on the side of light.
I did a thing. Sorry. I don't need that. Is that offensive to do your little thing? I didn't want to offend you. Sorry if I did.
We are friends. I will allow it.
Okay. Okay, good.
I will not allow any more.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
Before I walk in, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my poison kit just in case.
Oh my god, you have a poison kit too. I dropped the voice, by the way. It was too exhausting. I want to say that's so cute. I like that. Yeah.
The way you just decided you were done with the curse has amused me enough that I've decided you're done with the curse. So
thank you. Thank God. Okay.
The arrogance of Rathian strikes me true in the heart. Well done. All right, Sid, let's roll a d20 and see what you produce with your poison kit. 9. All right, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to produce. Looking it up real quick.
Okay.
9 is Vitae. So you have made yourself a health potion, or you can brew some Nightshade, which will provide disadvantage to a target. So those are your two options of what you can brew right now. You can brew yourself a Vitae health potion or a Nightshade poison that will impose disadvantage on a target.
I am going to drink the potion. Because everybody's been having good drinks today.
Yes. You quickly concoct the potion. It glows with a silvery, pearlescent sheen as you down it. What's it taste like?
It tastes like not as bad decisions made today.
Good. You are almost filled with something resembling bravery. However, considering you've never experienced anything even remotely close to that before, you don't know what this emotion is, so it just kind of confuses and hurts you.
Well, actually, I did remember that Orky Chan stint.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the Orky Chan stint. You're right. I forgot. Yes.
I wish to forget that too.
All right. And with that, Sid also descends into the cave. Rathian, you follow behind. Rathian, odd or even?
Um, as always, I'm feeling super quirky, so I'm gonna go with odd.
All right, let's roll a d4. Oh, yes, that was even. As you trail behind the rest, moving at your own pace because celebrities don't go with the crowd.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You hear what sounds like your voice echoing through a breakthrough in the cave, like a jutting off portion of the cave. You can hear Hedge Johns, yeah, yeah. Hedge Johns, yeah, yeah. Do you follow the voice or do you continue to follow the rest of the Cool Adventurers?
Okay, as much as I would like to say that I, Rathian, as a character, would do the smart thing, I'm too much of a narcissist and I will be following the sound of my own voice. Thank you.
Yes, you would. And so you break away from the party, and I just want to point out that the audience is like, dude, ignore it. But you have not.
You think that I would do?
But now the audience is like, no, follow the voice. So you begin to follow the voice, and it becomes louder as you descend deeper and deeper down this slick, algae grown cave path, coming to what looks like a grotto, an underground grotto. Like, it connects back. You can tell the water is being fed in from the river Kraken. And there are a bunch of Hedgehons. And unlike the Hedgehons in town that were all wearing clothing, all of these Hedgehons are completely naked. Not that it matters, because Hedgehons, their anatomy is so different. Like, you don't know if you're seeing anything. They just look like big frogs to you. But they are definitely naked, and they're covered in an algae paste. Like, they took paste and they covered it all over their body. So there's this green, like a green glowing paste all over them in strange, weird patterns. And you can see in the center, there is a beautiful fey woman with long flowing blue hair made out of water. And her skin has a pale, almost like blue-white coloration to it. And she too is completely naked. Now, of course, your anatomy is very similar to this creature. So you're like, wow, okay.
Damn.
Is the appropriate response.
Very, very nice. Respectfully. Yeah, respectfully.
The nymph looks at you, and all of the Hedgehons stop singing. You are Rathian Slyvaticus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big fan. Oh my gosh. Guys, get her something to drink. The Hedgehons immediately come over and they produce several fine bottles of elven wine. As they hand you the bottles, you notice that there are tiny little mussels and what are those things that barnacles, tiny little barnacles on the bottle, like it's been underwater for a long period of time. Please, come. I was just singing your newest song, Hedgehons.
Yeah, that's one of my you are so pretty. What's this drink-y thing you have going on here?
Do you drink it or do you not drink it?
Pretty lady giving it to me. I'm gonna drink it. Yeah, I'm gonna drink it.
All right, let's roll a d6. Oh, you drink it. It tastes very nice. It's very strong, but it has a nice floral note to it on the exhale. So it's a very nice wine. This kind of makes you relax, because part of you was thinking, like, you were so enamored by this beautiful nymph that you were like, yeah, this is probably a trap. But now, as the Hedgehon usher you closer to the pool of water where she sits atop a rock, you're like, no, I mean, if they were gonna trick me, they would have poisoned the wine or something. Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you like the wine?
Yeah, the wine is great. Oh my God, like where is I would love to see your vineyard or like know where you got vineyard.
Oh,
This you
it was from a
yeah.
former lover. It was, exes. But
Oh, I so know. I so know exes. I know exes. Yeah.
oh, of course you do. I loved your album. What was it? 3 years ago.
Mhm.
You Can't Call Me Anymore. That was such a good album. I really felt the pain of what you were going through.
Oh, you are so. Oh my God. No, yeah. That's what it's for. The art. I mean, for really, really, really beautiful nymphs like you,
Oh,
to relate to.
stop. I'm not even that pretty for a nymph.
That's no. Yeah.
You think I'm pretty? Would you compose a song for me?
You want me to compose a song for you? The wine, by the way, is definitely hitting me, and it's like happy juice all about. So in
Yeah.
addition to just being intimidated by hot people, this is a sidebar, by the way. I'm not actually saying this to the nymph. Yeah, I'm definitely like just gone. Anyway, yeah, I would absolutely. What would you like to hear? I will play you literally anything you would want to hear ever.
Let's do a collab. Why don't you play something and I'll sing?
Okay. Okay. Uh,
Come into the water, Rathian. Come into the water, Rathian. Take a dip with me, take a sip or three. Come into the water, Rathian. Let's roll a d6. Ooh, 3. Rathian, you are now charmed. The nymph has successfully charmed you. So as you are mesmerized, you cannot use any skills or attack the source of the charm. While you're charmed, you must do the bidding of the target, unless it would obviously kill you. Charisma checks are the only thing you can do to overcome this. So you are just mesmerized. You're thinking about how beautiful this nymph's voice is, and potentially this is what your career needs. Maybe it's time to not be a solo act, but be like a band,
yeah.
and you're already thinking of like different songs, and you don't even realize that you're already waist deep in the pool in this grotto. Meanwhile, Jayne and Sid descend further down into the caverns. You suddenly hear the sound of drumming. Yep. It's not very good drumming, but you get the idea. As you descend deeper and deeper into this cave, when suddenly you come to a massive cavernous section of the cave with a huge bonfire. But instead of burning yellows and oranges and reds, this bonfire glows a sickly blue color. And behind the blue flames flickering, casting strange shadows across the rocky outcroppings of this cavern, you see an enormous effigy of a frog, as just a bunch of Hijinks, completely naked and covered in algae paste from head to toe, dance wildly to the inconsistent rhythm of this drum.
Hijinks aren't very good drummers.
No, they're not. I think that's the least of our worries, Jayne.
Why?
No, I think the Hijinks' inability to stay on tempo is not the thing we should be worrying about right now.
Oh, is there something bigger that's coming down the road? Because I don't see it, so...
I sense evil, and not just that coming from Sid Ripley's soul.
Something's talking. Pegasus, do you know what that is?
It's me.
Oh,
I'm talking. I'm sorry, I'm communicating in your mind. So sometimes I can understand why you'd forget.
Sorry,
It's okay. Have
Sorry.
another molasses chew.
Oh yeah, I got like one left. Here you go.
Gumdrop turns to you, Sid, and kind of glares at you with its glowing silver eyes. A voice fills your mind. You would bring a young girl on this dangerous quest. What kind of buffoon are you?
Don't go. I was actually trying to keep her out of it, but she signed the contract. So if anything, I'm indulging this young girl's sense of adventure and in the hopes of learning a moral lesson and helping her confidence for the future.
Well, as I am a lawful good creature, I understand the importance of a contract and the necessity of keeping one's oath. Forgive me, Sid Ripley. Though you are evil, you are not dastardly.
Can you tell me anything about the dancing hedgehogons in the meadow around the bonfire?
Gumdrop looks over and they are inadvertently performing an enormous summoning spell. After a few more rounds, they will summon their intended target, likely celestial like myself, but of which order and alignment I am not certain.
Uh-oh, I don't like this.
What do you think, Rathian? Rathian's not with us.
Wait,
That's not good.
no, it's not good. It is not good. Next time. Hey, Sid, why did you take a quest? Next time, I'm gonna say no. Being in charge, too much trouble, too much stress, too many injuries, and I lost the vest.
I'm sorry. I pat him on the head. I hope that feels better. It always feels better for me when people pat me on the head.
Jayne, I'm wearing a hat.
Well, I mean, the thought was there.
All right, let's roll a 1d4. And Sid, give me an odd or even.
Let's go with even this time.
All right, let's go even. Ooh, it's odd. You see one of the hedgehogs with a long staff. On the tip of the staff is a frog, like a stone frog. And he holds it up and he goes, communicating in Hedgehogani. All of the other hedgehogs go, as the fire erupts into a column of blue flame and then drops down. Oh, perhaps I was wrong. By rounds, I meant seconds. My apologies. The temporal planes are not designed for eternals such as myself. In the center of the smoldering bonfire where the flames once were, there is an enormous blue-skinned celestial creature. It has 4 arms and ornate golden armor, but more like jewelry than armor. Like it has bracers and it has like necklaces, and it has a very ornate headdress. And you can see its head is actually 2 faces kind of formed like this. This is an Asura from the plains of Nirvana, which is a chaotic good celestial. It steps out. I have been summoned. What would you ask of me, the Azura of the deep? The hedgehogs immediately begin throwing spears at the Asura. What do you 2 do?
This is gonna sound weird. I'm gonna use the book to summon an eldritch horror to defend the Azura.
All right, yeah, that sounds great. That's a D12. So let's roll a D20 to see if you successfully summoned the eldritch horror. Ooh, that's a nat 1. Jayne, open the book.
Mm-hmm.
And close it and then open it again. The first thing you see, I want you to read it.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's funny. It says the Tyler problem.
What?
Tyler Bravo.
It's about John Tyler, the president, but it's still fun.
You quickly see a small gingerbread man just running out of the cave. Oh no! Oh! He quickly runs, and you're trying to summon a friend from the book, but you're distracted by this gingerbread man as he runs by, and you inadvertently focus on Gumdrop instead of an empty space where the Eldritch Horror would appear. So instead, you have turned Gumdrop into a indifferent Eldritch Horror. Gumdrop screams as bat wings shoot out of its shoulders, and its eyes melt into black pools, and its hair turns into snakes before its insides turn out and its outsides turn in, and it transforms into an Eldritch Horror. And it just begins like creeping down the cavern floor.
I just want to clarify something. It doesn't say the Tyler problem. It says the Tyler tragedy.
Well, this is definitely a tragedy. Poor Gumdrop has been turned into an Eldritch Horror.
No!
Some of the Hedgejohns turn, seeing the Eldritch Horror. They begin blah, 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 blah. The Hedgejohn with the staff, he begins like ribbiting really, really loud, like as they continue to throw spears at the Asura. The Asura begins kicking the Hedgejohns and attacking them. Sid, what do you do?
Okay. Question. When Gumdrop turned into this indifferent eldritch being, how graphic was the transformation?
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need to roll a Constitution check.
Yeah, except I'm going to aim my head at the greatest pile of Hedgejohns out there.
All right, then I'm going to say your Constitution check will set it at 10, because that was an extremely horrifying thing. So you have to get 10 or better. Let's roll a d20. Ooh, 4. You can take the miss, or you can bump it with some EP.
Wait, miss means I vomit, right?
You will vomit. You're going to vomit either way, but if you want it to hit the Hedgejohns, you had to succeed.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. I'm flying. What? Yes, we're using the EP. I ain't vomiting on myself.
All right, let's burn 3 EP, and we're going to turn that vomit into a power attack. So let's roll 3d6 as you projectile vomit onto the Hedgejohns. Ooh, 13, yes. You vomit all over the Hedgejohns. They turn to you, seeing you, but at that exact moment, the Asura, which is like 16 feet tall, so much larger than the Hedgejohns, which only stand about like 3 feet, it just like steps on the 3 Hedgejohns that you vomited, and you hear like just this squishing, popping sound as they have been eliminated. More of the Hedgejohns turn and they begin running towards you. So if you're back here, the Eldritch Horror is moving towards them, they're moving towards you, and behind them is the Asura moving towards the whole lot of you. That would make it the Hedgejohn's turn. Let's roll a d6. Ooh, 5. That is a devastating blow. That's going to hit both of you. It beats you by 1. It only beats you by 1, Jayne. So for that, you can take a small amount of damage or have something weird happen.
Let's have something weird happen.
Okay. The Eldritch Horror turns back to you, and it's shifting, roiling teeth and eyes and bubbling non-Euclidean form. It quickly forms back into Gumdrop, but it's a nightmare version of Gumdrop, and it goes, "I will save you!" And it begins running towards you, and it picks you up and begins flying you out of the cave.
That is weird.
And it beats you by 3, Sid. So that is going to be A good amount of damage or something bad? Which would you prefer?
I'm going to take the good amount of damage.
Okay, yes. You take 6 points of damage. How are you doing on your health? You took a health potion, so you're back to full. So yeah, this is a spear just stabs you right in the shoulder. And this is the first time you've ever been directly hit in a Hazards and Hijinks show. So this spear just goes twink, and suddenly you're like, you remember your thieves guild in the old town that you were in before that one scam went bad, and then just laughing at all of you, being like, you think the adventurers are gonna keep you safe? You're gonna die in some cave with a bunch of crazy frog monsters. Sid.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Not in a million years. Nope.
All right, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, give me the lay of the land. I got Hijinks in front of me.
Yes, there's Hijinks in front of you. The Eldritch Horror has grabbed Jayne and is flying back out of the cave. Behind the Hijinks is the Asura, and behind the Asura is the guy you're supposed to assassinate. What do you want to do?
Behind the Asura is the guy I'm supposed to assassinate. Okay, just need to think. Okay, voice of the sky, I need a sidebar with little Sid.
All right, little Sid appears on your shoulder. Hey, what's up? Oh my God, are you stabbed?
Yeah, hey, little Sid.
Yeah, what's up? What do you need?
Little Sid, I'm having trouble remembering something. If you wanted to piss off a lot of Hijinks really, really, really fast and make it really effective, what was the last thing we did that did that?
They saw Jayne. Just tell them you brought Jayne to kill them all. They'll probably freak out and run away.
That's right.
Yeah, I'd call that like an intimidation check, and because they did see Jayne, it'd probably be a pretty low DC. Like, we're talking 12 or something, and you get the advantage to it. So that'd be my bet. And to hedge your bets, you could just burn some EP right off the bat and just take the victory.
Wait. I got a better idea.
Ooh, I love better ideas.
You got a better idea. Okay.
Well, what is that better idea?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach into my backpack. And you know my list of scams? My big book of scams?
Yes,
I'm
I do.
hold it in front of me. And then I'm going to hold the most placid, blank face possible. And then I'm going to use my ability to bullshit so hard, and I'm going to assume Jayne.
Oh, I love it. All right, let's use that cool ability to bullshit. No, is that your knack? Yeah, that's your knack, right? Yes. Yeah, all right, let's use it. So that's a D20. Did you want to burn some EP to give yourself a bonus to that?
Let's do that.
All right, you can burn 2 EP to give yourself an additional 1d6.
Let's do that too. All
right, so 1d20 plus 1d6.
Yeah, a little euphoric moment.
Ooh, a nat 1. Okay, yes, you do transform yourself into Jayne. What do you say to the Hijinks?
Hello. Who wants to... I'm Jayne. I bought molasses.
All of the Hijinks, their eyes go like red with rage as they just charge you at full force. Even the Hijinks cult leader, he drops his staff and just begins hopping towards you like they all attack. Give me because you crit failed, the Asura looks at you and goes, Jayne, scourge of this realm, horror given flesh? No, I cannot be in the presence of such evil. And he snaps his fingers and disappears, leaving you alone with just the Hijinks. Sid, odd or even?
Even.
All right, let's roll. you got it. All right, so all of the Hijinks jump onto you. Instead of doing an attack, I'm going to say that they all kind of collide with each other, so they do barely any damage. So you do 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage is inflicted on you. However, you have a free action. You can do anything at this moment. The cult leader is in this pile. They're all on top of you. You can do anything at this moment. This is your free action. What would you like to do?
Okay. All right. I think I know what to do. I know what to do. First, hey, I dip my finger into my wound.
Uh-huh.
I find the cult leader. I shove the book in their hand, and then I draw an approximation of Jayne's face on the cult leader's face.
I love it. I'm going to say this is a deception check, so let's roll a d20 plus a 1d6. We'll set the check right now. It's just 10. It's a straight 50-50. Another nat one? All right. Then what I'm going to say is this was a critical hit. So Sid, it's entirely up to you. You can take max damage, or you can have the worst possible thing happen. So you can have a killing blow inflicted on you, or you could have the worst possible thing happen.
Wait, I could die?
Yeah, the killing blow will knock you completely out. It will knock you out. You'll be dying at that point. Or the worst possible thing, it could be you have a permanent condition. You're not able to use an ability. Your HP permanently drops, or a big bad evil monster shows up. So, and that's going to be up to random. So it's up to you. Of these, those are your options.
It finally happened. It's finally happening. I just need to savor this delicious bitter irony. I'm sorry, voice in the sky.
No, it's okay. We all confront death in our own ways.
I'll tell you what. Odd, killing blow, even the worst thing possible.
All right, let's roll.
Because I can't pick.
Yep, a road to the bitter end. All right, 19, I'm going to say is odd, so that is the killing blow. The Hijinks, they do see the paint that you put on the cult leader's face, and instinctually they just start tearing it apart, ripping it apart, blood and viscera pouring on top of you. This is so graphic that you just begin vomiting all over the place, and you pass out, choking on your own vomit, slipping into the dark. Meanwhile, back at the nymph's grotto, Rathian, you are now combing the nymph's hair, as you are now like pretty much neck deep in the water, as Jayne, flying on top of a giant tentacled monster made out of intestines and teeth, comes barreling in. The monster collapses onto the ground, and then slowly melts into the earth. Oh my gosh, that was super duper gross. Sweetie, baby,
Yeah.
eat of those, whoever that is.
Yeah, that is so weird, babe. Oh my god, I'll go check on it right now. Okay. Hi, what are you doing here?
I got flung in here by what used to be Gumdrop, and now I'm here, and I'm sad because Gumdrop is gone, and he was my friend.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't have to
yeah,
encounter
so-
any more death today because I couldn't take it.
Yeah, that's sad. Anyway, yeah, so sad. I'm gonna go back to my new GF now.
Hi, my
yeah.
name's Fiji.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm Jayne.
Hi, Jayne. You look
Yeah.
sad. I don't like sad people. What can I do?
You can bring back my unicorn, Pegasus.
Wow, you had a unicorn Pegasus?
No, there's no unicorn. He didn't have a horn. He did have bat wings for a second, but
Oh, that's weird.
yeah. And now he's a pile of goo right there, which is disturbing and distressing.
Yeah, that is gross. Well, I can't do that, but yeah, because that's a celestial creature, so I wouldn't be able to bring it back. But I could give you this vial of my teardrops, which work as a resurrection potion. So if anyone else dies but are like from the temporal plane, you would be able to resurrect them.
Oh, that is so cool of you, babe. Oh my god.
Oh,
Love that. Love that. Oh my god, Jayne, isn't she great? Love her.
I get a weird vibe from you. My
Okay, I
book
can
is starting to
vibe
get
from
hot.
you.
I don't want your potion.
Okay. How about you come into the water and we just hang out?
No.
That was not a request.
Oh, I think it was.
I'm the one who said it, so I'm pretty sure I know whether it was a request or not.
Okay, let's just calm down. Jayne, I pull Jayne aside. I'm like still in the water, but I'm like talking like at the water's edge sort of thing, like I'm in a pool. And I'm like, Jayne, what are you doing? Like, stop being so rude to my new girlfriend.
What are you doing? You just met her and she's your girlfriend already?
Yeah.
Like, kid.
Yeah. Duh. Okay. I haven't been the most lucky in love, but here comes this opportunity, and she's amazing. So why can't you just be happy for me?
Yeah, be happy for your friend.
Yeah. I drank a little bit more of that barnacle potion. Like, so good, babe.
All right, Jayne. The nymph says, "Now get in the water."
That's my friend. I feel the control that you're giving her, and I don't like it. You didn't bring back my other friend. You saw a puddle of goo. That means you are enemies of two friends of mine, which means you're my enemy. And I don't deal with enemies. I don't deal with people who are mean to me or my friends ever. I'm going to use the Banshee's Cry.
All right. That's going to be a D20.
I'm going to use EP to make it add a D6 to it.
All right. Burn 2 EP to add a 1D6 to it. Let's roll. 19. Yes. You scream at the nymph, and the blast causes the cavern to shake. Stones fall, striking the Hijinks. They all like run and bounce and hop away. Rathian, the scream is so loud that it like shakes the echo of the song that was playing through your head, and you're like, what am I doing in a pool? I'm not even dressed for the occasion. Like,
yeah, wait, what? Why?
People fawn over you, right, Rathian? You don't fawn over people. Stop being basic. Get out of the pool.
Yeah, okay, that's really embarrassing. Sorry. Yeah, so I get out of the pool and I'm like, ew, this water is weird and this is not an outfit for that. And I start like shaking off the water and like clearing my head.
And finally, the blast strikes Fiji so hard it knocks her off of the rock and into the pool. She pops up and glares at you, Jayne, as you can see that the blast has contorted her features, and where she was once an extremely beautiful nymph, she's slowly transforming into a bog crone. And she goes, "I'm gonna get you, little brat," as she sinks down into the water, fleeing. At that exact moment, you hear the sound of a ton of Hijinks screaming and what sounds like someone being torn limb from limb. And then you hear Sid go, "Oh God, it's so gross," echoing through the cave. What do the two of you do?
I run to it. I run.
Yeah, and I'm like, ew, GF is not quite thought she was. We do not love fake bitches up in this place. And I go with Jayne to sit. Yeah.
I stop real quick. Before we go, I grab Rathian by the shoulders and I said, look, you're my friend. Love is love. I love my friends. Therefore, I love you. Period. Let's go. And then we run.
Aww.
What a sweet moment. All right, the two of you run to the cave, the large central cave where you can see just a bunch of Hijinks in various states of melting. You do know that Sid's vomit is slightly acidic, and it looks like he emptied his entire gullet onto these Hijinks. You can also see the torn, mauled corpse of the Hijink leader, but you also see a still lifeless body of Sid. Sid, let's roll your first death save. So we're going to need to roll a d20. Oh, you have successfully passed your first death save. 2 more, and you will be stabilized, but currently you are still dying. As you slowly approach Sid, you see him gasp for air, and you realize there's still a chance to save him. Rathian, you're first. What would you like to do and save Sid?
This is definitely my thing. Okay, I think that I saw this thing, like this group called like Vox Machina or something. They did this, like they use like nature and they like save someone there on the brink of death. I want to do that.
All right, yes.
Nature. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a nature check. We're going to set the check at 14, 1d20 plus 1d6. Yes! You quickly remember your former vocal trainer talking about the different types of algae, and if you combine them together, you can make a paste that has curative abilities. So you quickly look and you see some of the algae, you throw it together, and you just begin slathering it all over, Sid, like just recklessly, just covering his face in it, covering his open wound in it, just covering everything in it. Sid, this is going to give you a 1d6 bonus to your next death save, which we're going to roll right now. So let's roll that d20. Plus a 1d6. 18. Yes, you have passed your second death save. Sid, you see yourself walking through a dark, seemingly featureless plain. In the far distance, you see a large skeletal creature draped in black nothingness. It extends its hand. Sid Ripley. But behind you, you can hear your friends. Jayne, what are you saying to Sid at this moment?
Sid, I need you. I need you here. I need all of my friends here, or otherwise I can't make it alone. Stay with us.
Oh my god, that was so sweet.
That, of course, doesn't sway you at all, but it does remind you there are 100 sapphires online, and even dead, you're going to be held responsible for that interest rate if you don't get this quest finished in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, not to mention, no one is going to grift me like that so hard and get away with it.
No, they are not. All right, Jayne, you can do something to help Sid. What would you like to do?
Well, I got alchemy skills.
Okay.
And I've got molasses. So I'm gonna create the most amazing molasses chew that will definitely bring him back to life.
Sounds good. We'll set this check at 12 or better. So 1d20 plus 1d6. That is nat 20. Oh, all right, Jayne, why don't you tell me what happens?
So I watched Rathian make the algae potion, and I was like, I read about this in my book. Do I have more? And I pull out the last of the molasses chews, one that I was saving for later because they're very tasty. And then I remember that molasses has a property of when mixed with algae and also with the teardrop of a Pegasus to make I think, and I remember at one point, right as the Pegasus was morphing into the creature, it cried a little bit, and it's on the ground.
It did.
So I grabbed a little bit of finger drop, a little bit of algae, and I put them on the molasses, and then it sparked into this this amazing thing, which I immediately opens his mouth and pop it right in and close it and start chewing it for him.
Yes, I am going to say that counts as an auto success on the death save roll. So Sid, your eyes pop open. You are restored to 1 HP. You're an incredible amount of pain, but you are alive. Congratulations, you have successfully saved Sid Ripley. You have successfully assassinated the cult leader, and you encountered not one but 2 Celestials, and you defeated them in unconventional ways. By my count, that is a very successful quest. And so the Cool Adventurers make their way back to the Broken Tankard Tavern, where Kip Kroll has worked up quite a tab. Sid, you check your watch, and how much time is left on the quest?
At least a good 40 minutes are left.
Yes, you say that as you drop the head of the Hejijan cult leader onto the table. Kip goes, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Overkill, man.
Yeah, it's overkill. It's overkill. And
Like you were almost definitely killed.
yeah. Yeah, real funny, right? Oh, it hurt.
Well,
It really
hey,
hurt.
I'm happy that you're alive. You know, let's just say here's your portion. I'm gonna deduct the as it says in the clause, if you finish early, I gotta deduct your rate for that.
What?
So here's 1 sapphire each. It was good doing business with you. And Kip gets up and begins to walk out.
Oh
Wait.
no. Oh,
Wait.
no.
I
Oh,
put the bark hat on right in there and like, I got this one, Sid. And I turn to him and go, get out of here. And I kick him in the backside.
He falls down. His purse spills out. 300 sapphires tumble out all over the floor. No, not my sapphires. Oh gosh. Oh, shucks.
Forget about it.
Oh, by the way, Kip, voice in the sky, where's Kip fell over right now?
He's fallen over between you and the door.
Oh, good. I just remembered something. I conveniently asked the tavern master not to fix the big, heavy door frame that conveniently Kip is hiding underneath. And you know, Kip, I read the contract. We can't legally attack you, but it doesn't have anything about acts of God harming you.
Oh, what? Oh no! Yes. The doorframe from Kip falling down has kind of shook, and as it shakes, the large stuffed head of a tiger moose teeters off of its mount and falls right on top of Kip for a power attack. Let's roll the power attack. Ooh! It impales Kip. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, God! Oh.
So much blood.
Not so much.
He's like, this isn't over, Sid Ripley.
You're
You may
right.
have proven yourself the first courageous rogue in history, but you made an enemy today. And then he throws down a smoke bomb. When the smoke dissipates, Kip is gone, but there's a huge puddle of blood. Even if he did survive, he's not going to be the same swaggering scoundrel that he once was. The tavern master looks and goes, I'm glad you convinced me not to fix that.
I know. Isn't it great to not do what you're supposed to do and then it all works out?
Love when that happens.
Yeah, I do too. I'm still gonna charge you for all of his drinks though. And he grabs 5 of the sapphires and walks back behind the bar.
The single, I have been impersonated. I have been mocked by an entire village, and I've almost died. But for some reason, having my 5 sapphires taken from me is the single most insulting thing that happened to me all day.
Oh,
wow.
Will Sid Ripley ever be able to recover from the grievous insult of having to pay for someone else's drinks? Will Rathian's heart ever heal from their dalliance with Fiji, the water nymph? And will Jayne ever encounter something as beautiful as Gumdrop again? These mysteries and more to be uncovered next time on Hazards and Hijinks. Wow. We went a little bit of overtime, but we had to because we just had such a great adventure. That is the first time in a long time we've had a character on death's doors. That really raised the stakes. Thank you so much to everyone who donated tonight. Wow, gosh. You did some great stuff. We had a lot of fun with that. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, all of that stuff on our Twitch, on our social media, so you can stay up to date when we take polls for our next adventure. We do not have an adventure next Monday, but August 15th will be our next adventure, and we're really excited to have that. If you happen to be in the Indianapolis area later this week, you can catch some of us over there at Gen Con, because that's where we'll be. We're super excited to go check that out. So please, if you see us, if you see the hat, come check us out. Otherwise, you can follow all of our content on our Twitter, on our Instagram, on our Facebook. We can't do this without you. In fact, we do it by you, for you, because we love you. So be sure to do that. We also have a Patreon. If you like Patreons, please follow our Patreon. That'd be cool. Whatever. But we're not going to end on a plug for our various social medias and crowdfunding apparati. No, we are going to end the show as we always do, with a hearty huzzah, because all three of these players have earned 3-level achievements tonight. 1, 2, 3, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Woo! So who's gonna clean up this blood?
I like that the exchange rate is really good at this bar. He was drinking for close to 10 hours, and he only took 5 sapphires. We have 300 minus 5, so we could probably drink here for the dawn of time, if I do my math right.
I'm more impressed with the fact that the guy ran away, but seeing how there was a giant boar head attached to him, he's probably still lugging that thing around.
Yeah.
That's fun to imagine.
Oh yeah, let's see. Who are we gonna raid? I'm gonna say we're going to raid. Right now, we are going to raid Vorpal Tales. So let's go raid Vorpal Tales. All right, feel free to join us, and we're gonna say huzzah on when we get there. Oh, let's try that again. Did I misspell it? Oh, I did misspell it. That's why.
Next time. Better take me.
In Indianapolis?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to go to
one of the
Indianapolis,
greatest
but I
board
would
game conventions out there.
Yeah.
just to Gen Con, and then I would leave Indianapolis. I'm going to North Carolina in 2 weeks, so, whatever.
Ah, too bad you're not going this weekend. I'm in North Carolina this weekend.
For what? Roller coasters?
It would be. Oh, hold it. We gotta do our huzzah.
Huzzah!
When?